Hello my sweet kids for grade 2. I will explain your science curriculum in episodes. If you are interested, please follow me. Our first chapter talking about plants. And this chapter have 3 lessons. Lesson number 1 with title What Living Things Needs. And lesson number 2 with title Plants Make New Plants. And lesson number 3 with title How Plants Are Alike and Different. I will explain this chapter in episodes. If you're interested, please follow me in the episodes. As I tell you before, our first lesson talking about what living things need. We took a part of lesson 1 in first episode. Today we will complete the lesson in the second episode. Come with me and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube school for more videos. Our topic for today, parts of a plant. We will talk about the parts of a plant. You have 2 new vocab in this lesson. The first one, minerals. The second one, oxygen. Again, try to say with me, minerals, minerals, oxygen, oxygen. Now you can read them, and you all know the meaning of them during the lesson. Do you remember from the first episode? Plants are, of course, living things, right? So, they need food and water to grow, and we need air to breathe, and we reproduce and make new plants. And also, they die. So, plants are living things, need food and water to grow, need air to breathe, reproduce, make small plants, and finally die. Okay, my kids, all of you agreed that people are living things. I and you living things, right? So, your body parts help you to stay alive. How? All living things need food and water, right? And your mouth help you to eat and drink, so you can grow, right? And also you have nose. This nose help you to breathe, take in air. Why? To stay alive and also grow. So you have a body parts help you to stay alive, help you to eat, help you to drink, help you to breathe, like any living thing, alright? And also plants. Plants have different parts that help them to make food, grow, change, and reproduce, the same like your body parts. Okay, now let's get to know these parts and the function of each part. As you see here, we have 2 systems, one down the ground, root system, and one above called shoot system. Okay, let's start from down. So, where can we find roots? Of course, down the ground. So down the ground, we have the root system, roots. Then the shoot system. And the shoot system have first stem. Now we above the ground. We start with stem. Then you can see fruit, and then leaves, and also flowers. So briefly again, the parts of a plant divided into 2 systems, root system and shoot system. Root, down the ground. And we have here roots. So roots down the ground. And then above the ground, shoot system. And we can see in the shoot system, stem, fruits, leaves, and of course flowers. Okay, now let's move to know the functions of these parts. Can you see the parts with me again? First, roots, stem, leaves, flowers, and fruits. Okay, let's take them one by one. First, roots. Roots hold up plant in the soil. It holds up the plant in the soil and absorb water and minerals from soil. Minerals again, you will know its meaning, but after a few minutes. Now you need to know this plant need them to make food. Plant need water and minerals to make food. So again, roots hold up plant in the soil or fix the plant in the soil. The plant need to fix it very good in the soil to not broken by the air, the wind, and so on. So what is the part that do this function? Roots fix or hold up plant in the soil. And what else? Absorb water and minerals from the soil. Why plant need water and minerals? Plant need them to make food. Okay, again, roots hold up or fix plant in the soil and absorb water and minerals from the soil. And what else? Come to stem. Stem hold up the plant in the air. And also we need another part to hold up the plant in the air to not broken. What is this part? Stem. So roots is fix it or hold up the plant in the soil, and stem hold up the plant in the air. So here we have two parts that hold up and fix the plant, roots and stem. Roots hold up the plant in the soil and stem hold up the plant in the air. Clear for you? Come to leaves. Leaves make food. So we can say leaves is the kitchen of the plant. All of us have kitchen in our house, right? To make food inside. So plant also need food as plant living thing. Do you remember? And all living things need food to stay alive. And also plant have leaves, and leaves make food. So the function of leaves make food for a plant. Come to flowers and fruits. Flowers and fruits make a new plants. They reproduce. Make a new plants as the plant reproduce and have a small baby. Which part do that? Flowers and fruits. Now it's clear for you? Right. Okay, my kids. Now, after knowing the parts of the plant and their function, the question now is, what do plants need to make food? Plants need water. All living things need water, right? So also plants need water and minerals. Do you remember this word from your new vocab? Minerals and sunlight. So plants need water, minerals and sunlight to make food. Okay, teacher, you repeat the word minerals several times. What is the meaning of this word? What are the minerals? Minerals are bits of rocks and soil. Bits mean small parts, small particles. Bits of rocks and soil that help a plant to grow. Plants need minerals to grow. So minerals is bits or small parts of rocks and soil. Bits of rocks and soil that help a plant to grow. Well, my kids, let's see how a plant make food. Do you remember plants make their food? Where? In which part? Right, in leaves. In leaves, they make their own food. As leaves, kitchen of a plant. Leaves are the kitchen of a plant. Don't forget this. Okay. How this happened? Look here in this picture. The first step, roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. Now this plant needs water, minerals and sunlight to make food. You remember that? Right. And as I tell you before, the plant parts help to make food. Okay? How? First, roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. Okay? And then they move through the stem. Now the role of the stem. They move through the stem to leaves, up to leaves. Do you see these blue arrows? Yeah, this blue arrows shows the movement of water and minerals from down in the soil up to leaves. Okay, so here the stem acts as a tube. So the first step, roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. Then they move through the stem up to leaves. Now water and the minerals in the leaves. Okay. Now leaves need what else? Sunlight. So leaves take a sunlight. Okay. Now leaves have water, minerals and sunlight. Now leaves have all their needs and ready to make food. Now leaves start to make food. After making food, the food move down from leaves to all the parts of the plant, the stem and the roots, and the other parts need food also. Do you see these red arrows? The red arrows shows the food move from leaves down to the roots. Inside, of course, the stem. The stem also here act as a tube. So stem act as a tube, take the minerals and water from the soil down up to leaves, and then take the food from the leaves down to the roots. So again, briefly, the plant needs water, minerals and sunlight to make food. Of course, M, the leaves, right? How this happen? Roots absorb water and minerals, and then they move through the stem up to leaves, and then leaves take the sunlight. After this, the leaves ready now to make food. After making food, the food move through the stem again, down to roots. Easy. When plants make food, they release or give off a gas. This gas called oxygen. Oxygen, do you remember? Any vocab? Oxygen. So, oxygen comes after a plant making food. After a plant make food, they release or give off a gas called oxygen. What is the meaning of oxygen? Oxygen is a gas which living things breathe in order to live. All living things breathe oxygen, need oxygen to breathe in order to live. So, I and you breathe oxygen. Animals and plants breathe oxygen. Any living thing need oxygen to breathe in order to live. So, when plants make food, they release a gas or give off a gas called oxygen. Oxygen means a gas which living things breathe in order to live. So plants help all living things to live, as plants give us oxygen. Now come back to our lesson title. How are plants and animals alike, and how are they different? First, animals. Animals eat food, even plants or other animals. So animals eat food, eat other animals like us eat meat, or plants we eat vegetables and fruits, and we are plants. So animals eat food, even plants or other animals. But plants make their own food. How make their own food? Make their own food inside their bodies, not from the outside, not eat the other living things. They make their own food inside their bodies, but animals eat the other living things, eat animals and eat other plants. Okay, and they are alike as both of them, of course, living thing. So they are alike as both of them living thing. How different? Animals eat the other living things, even plants or animals, and plants make their own food inside their bodies, inside the leaves. Right? Don't eat the other animals, don't eat from outside. They make their own food inside their bodies. Don't forget this. Remember your vocab meaning. Minerals are bits of rocks in soil that help a plant to grow. Oxygen, a gas which living things breathe in order to live. Question time. Okay, here we have a plant. Which part of a plant that make food? Part A, part B, part C. I will wait your answer in the comments.